think that you should try to always find the joy and happiness somehow, some way, every day. Like for me, I try to at least find one thing, even when I have like the worst of days, I try to find one thing that's gonna make me laugh. So then that way, it calms me down, it brings me back to a level-headed area, and then I can keep going on about my day. It's tough sometimes. You never know what you're gonna go into. You don't know what. Once we wake up, we don't know how the day is gonna go. You don't know how it's gonna end. But just try to work as best as you can with whatever situation. And I'm telling you, it works for me. Find at least one thing to laugh. I don't know, it might not work for everybody, but I know for me, that's how I've been able to cope with a lot of things. It's because I'll find one thing that just makes me laugh, and then boom, it'll put me back in like a logical state of mind, and I can go about my day. But one thing I don't understand, and it's interesting because this is the day of the influencer, how with these prank videos, people will go out, bother other people just for clicks and giggles for people online, but you're affecting that person's life in a negative, you don't know, that person doesn't know what you're going to try to do. So anyways, let me pull up this video, and then I'm going to talk a little bit more afterwards. So let me just boom. Let's go.
Oh my God, I got a question. I'm not talking to you, brother. You are beautiful. Do you got a number? What's wrong, bro? It's a prank, bro. It's a prank, It's a prank, bro. It's a prank, bro. It's a prank. Bro, it's a prank, bro. It's a prank, bro. Bro, it's a prank, bro. Chill, bro.
Y'all be with that.
Okay. So that was more on the lighter end of things, right? Considering the fact that somebody just walked up, told the man, hey, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to your lady, and then thought it was just going to be fun and games, right? Now, my mind goes all over the place every time when I see these kind of videos. Number one, thought about the fact that, hey, you don't know what that man, you don't know, this man could have had a really bad day, and him being with this lady right now is cooling him down. Something could have happened. You don't know anything that's going on in that man's life, being with her, shopping. Maybe that's just finally bringing him down, and then you come up thinking it's funny to disrespect him in front of his lady. Now you put him in a situation to where now he has to actually do something, because if he just let that slide, well then his lady's gonna be like, hey, well, so you're just gonna let some random guy come up and talk to me, and that could have made a whole worse situation. So now you forced his hand to act a certain type of way. And also too, he did what he did, he lifted you up. And I think about the fact that with the workers, now because you tried to be funny, now something could happen on that aisle. Now somebody has to clean all that stuff up. That could have become a whole bigger thing. That could have knocked down all the merchandise, blah, blah, blah. And you don't know what that worker day was having. So I think a lot of it is too many people, it's the chase of clout, to where they don't think about how trying to be funny and chase clout and thinking that things are going to go your way, that it's just going to be funny for everybody else, but you don't know how that's going to affect people in real life that are going to be involved in that situation. And I remember seeing a video not too long ago, and I don't even know if this guy's alive, but I remember seeing this one guy walked up to these guys in a park, and he was doing he was trying to do some prank on him and blah blah blah. And one of the guys actually pulled out a gun. Now I don't know if the kid, I don't know what happened to him. I tried to at the time try to go and find out and see if I could try to go down the rabbit hole and find anything, but I wasn't able to come across it. And I hope that guy's still alive. But if something would have happened, I would have been like, look, it's hard to feel pity for somebody that puts himself in situations that could endanger their lives. Me personally, in public, I don't like when people just randomly come up to me, just because a lot of times I'll just be thinking about things, stuff like that, and I've always kind of like having my own space, and even more so with my child. I remember one time I picked up my daughter from school, and she wanted Chipotle, so we stopped at Chipotle. And there was this guy, he looked like he was kind of down on his luck. And sometimes people, they'll ask you for money, like, hey, if you could please help me out, and this, that, and the third. Well, he started to approach me, And automatically I was like, hey, hold on, wait a minute. Whoa. No, I told him, I was like, hey, don't come any closer. Because number one, I don't know what you're going to do. If you get close to me, I don't know what you're going to try to do to my child. I don't know if this could be a distraction. Somebody might try to come up, do something, so I'm already in like, hey, protector mode. Don't do that. I don't like being approached when I'm with my child. I don't like being approached if you do approach me, you can approach me alone. When I'm with my family, I get automatically in, hey, hold on, what are you going to try to do? What is this turning into? Because you can't, too many people play around these days, and you don't know a person's intentions. And a lot of times, people do have the best of intentions. They might come up, hey, ask you, hey, could you please help me out with this? Or, hey, I like your shirt, blah, blah, blah. They just want to kind of have like a small conversation. Sometimes there's people that are like that. But not everybody wants to be bothered or wants to, you don't know what a person is going through. You don't know what their day has been. You don't know the whole picture. So you got to kind of be careful about when it comes to these things. And especially when you're trying to prank somebody, because you don't know how that situation is going to go. You really don't. You don't know the mindset. You don't know how far that person's willing to go if you disrespect them just to get some clicks, some laughs, and to try to, expand your own brand. So prank videos, I don't get it. And it really is tough to feel pity for people who put themselves in those kind of situations. If he would have beat the crap out of that guy, I would have been like, hey, it's completely justified. I would have been like, he walked right into that. You approached him, and then you disrespected him in front of his lady. And you put him in a situation to where now he has to do something. So just be careful when you're doing things, and just kind of read the room and play it smart. You don't know what's going on with people nowadays. Anyways, I'm Nate. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.